Hi, I'm Dave Karger. Thanks for joining me here on TCM for this week's musical matinee. Today's film comes from MGM, the studio that led the way in Hollywood during the golden age of movie musicals in the 1940s and 50s. From 1941, it's Ziegfeld Girl. MGM planned this film as a follow-up to one of the studio's biggest hits of 1936, The Great Ziegfeld, a musical biopic about the legendary theatrical impresario Florenz Ziegfeld. That film had been a huge critical and commercial hit, earning 7 Oscar nominations and winning 3, including Best Picture. It was also nominated for its original story, which was written by William Anthony Maguire, and Maguire came on board again to create the story for this sequel. The movie follows 3 young showgirls who get the chance of a lifetime when they're cast in the famous Broadway revue, The Ziegfeld Follies. Originally, MGM planned to release Ziegfeld Girl in 1938, starring Joan Crawford, Eleanor Powell, and Virginia Bruce. But the production was delayed several years, and in the end, a different trio of stars was cast: Lana Turner, Judy Garland, and Hedy Lamarr. The production also benefited from the talents of a visionary showman who rivaled the great Ziegfeld when it came to creating lavish, spectacular musical numbers, Busby Berkeley. Berkeley was hired to stage the film's 2 most ambitious sequences, Judy Garland's calypso number Minnie from Trinidad and the finale. From 1941, directed by Robert Z. Leonard, with a top-tier supporting cast that includes Jimmy Stewart, Tony Martin, Jackie Cooper, Charles Winninger, and Eve Arden, here is Ziegfeld Girl. Reflecting on that spectacular finale sequence, Busby Berkeley, who staged the number, later said, "With all due respect to the master, Ziegfeld could never have done on a stage what we did in that finale." Ziegfeld Girl was another popular hit for Berkeley and MGM, and it gave Lana Turner an important boost early on in her career. Turner had been making movies for 4 years, but she still hadn't broken through as a major star. As you may have noticed in the opening credits, she was billed 4th on the program, behind Judy Garland, Hedy Lamarr, and the top-billed star, Jimmy Stewart. Of course, as you just saw, Stewart's top billing was a little misleading, but at the time, he was the biggest box office draw, having just won the Best Actor Academy Award for The Philadelphia Story. Despite Jimmy Stewart's status as one of Hollywood's most popular leading men, it would be another 5 years before moviegoers got to see him in a feature film. After finishing Ziegfeld Girl, Stewart enlisted in the U.S. Army and served in the Air Force, flying 20 combat missions over Germany during World War II. He didn't return to Hollywood until after the war, when he starred in Frank Capra's 1946 classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Up next, 3 Roberts, Mitchum, Ryan, and Young, star in a tense film noir from 1947, directed by Edward Dmytryk.
Next on TCM, Crossfire. Then, Experiment Perilous. And later, The Hanging Tree. Bad news travels fast on TCM today.